We are at a story about a runner named Jerry Gatton. The 55-year-old is blind, but he doesn't let it stop him from hitting the track.
Humans are incredibly adaptable beings, and that is often particularly evident in those with disabilities. Here are 10 incredible facts about people who are blind. Number 10. Echolocation has proven helpful for some. The amazing navigational abilities of bats and dolphins come about through the sending, receiving, and interpretation of sound signals bounced off objects. People who don't rely on their vision to guide them have had successes with it as well. Number 9. Losing one's sight doesn't impact long-term happiness. According to Harvard professor Daniel Gilbert, 6 months is the typical amount of time it takes for humans to adapt to significant events, including the onset of blindness. Number 8. Blind individuals are generally better at identifying aromas. The ability to more accurately distinguish one smell from another is quite possibly linked to another talent, detecting specific flavors. Number 7. The blind dream. Among those who have never had sight, their REM activity is dominated by sounds, smells, and sometimes tastes. Number 6. Vision-impaired and sighted people have similar drawing approaches. A study showed that both represent certain symbols and conventions, such as lines to denote movement in the same way. Number 5. Hearing automatically become more acute.
When my teacher would play a note and I would say, oh, this is, an E or this is an F, he would say, well, how do you know that? Well, I just know.
It's long been believed that compensatory better hearing was a result of learned behavior. Research shows, however, that the brain trips the sense into high gear on its own. Number 4. Motion is visually detectable by some. Occasionally, the part of the brain that can see moving objects is active, even though the primary visual cortex is no longer channeling information. The specific condition is called redox phenomenon. Number 3. Hallucinations are normal.
I said, is this like a dream? And she said, no, it's not like a dream, it's like a movie. She said it's got color, it's got motion, but it's completely silent.
When the brain lacks image input, it starts to create visuals of its own. This phenomenon typically occurs shortly after the loss of vision and fades over time. Number 2. Blindness doesn't prevent people from achieving Olympic glory.
Great inspirational story. She suffered from macular degeneration since she was a teenager, legally blind.
In 2000, runner Marla Runyon competed in the games held in Sydney, Australia. Her event was the 1500 meter, and she took 8th, the highest placement of any American at that time. Number 1. Blindness also doesn't prevent people from driving Daytona.
The NFB Blind Drivers Challenge has created what others deemed impossible: a blind man driving.
With the help of lasers, a man was able to take the wheel and navigate the Florida racetrack. He drove a specially outfitted Ford Escape. What fact do you find to be the most amazing?